I don't really care what people think about me. I'll just say it how it is. And I look like the most ridiculous person saying it how it is in this ridiculous time.
That's why I can't
Only when I have an argument with
No, but I can't believe anyone's taking That's what I mean. How anyone's taking this one serious is beyond me.
And even Dave said...
You're one big wind-up and you know this.
Yeah, but
that's your personality.
Dave said to me, they put you in the house because you're going to wind people up. And I said, well, why are you taking it like this then? If you think you can have your lovely little happy house, ignore me and have your happy house. If you sussed me out from the moment, he says, like, I realised what you was like from the moment, well, don't...
It's true.
Because, if I was him, maybe, I don't know, if I was him, I'd just be like, I'd acknowledge what that person's like, and I'd just say fair play, like, let's let him get on with it. That's not, if they want to have that happy house.
Those two situations though, what you said about Dave and the outside world, that wasn't nice. Especially the kind of day that he was having, and then how you said that to Josie, you meant one thing but the words came out another way, and the way she took it was by your words, and I can understand why she took it, and that weren't nice neither.
Yeah, but it's not like, it's
I don't think you're a malicious person.
Still sell, because they're not going to ask her to do it for free. But I think even if they did ask her to do it for free, she'd like to tell a story. I don't know whether you agree with that or not.
I don't know. I'm not really interested, and I've not thought of it.
And I think there's other people. If I walked out of here now and the paper said, "We want to know your story. We want you to tell us your story on what happened on that night when I'd say to them, yeah, go for it. Like, it's an experience, and it's all part of the experience. And I think Josie, she loves the experience in the house, but I think she's going to love the experience when she gets out of the house, and I think she's going to love any attention she gets. But there's nothing wrong with that. I will admit to the fact as well that if I'd love like BBLB and all the like after interviews, I'm gonna love that too. I'm not gonna deny that. And if she when she denied the fact that she wouldn't tell the love story, now when I spoke to her, I think she kind of thought to herself, well, maybe, I would. She did even say it. She said, yeah, I'll tell him, well, this and this happened. I'll tell him how it was. But I know that's how Josie is, and she would like to tell him how it was. So, because there'd be a lot of people, if it leaves the house now, how it is, if it leaves the house as it is now, the public, like, I know nothing. I can't say that she's doing it so that she's doing it because she feels there needs to be a big brother relationship, or she's doing it because she genuinely likes him. I really don't know. Do you know? Yes, I get. It's like opinions, really, isn't it? Opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one.
She definitely genuinely likes him.
Well, I honestly can't tell now whether she does or she doesn't.
Are you being serious?
No, like whether if she kind of was on the outside world,
that's different.
Whether she dedicated as much time.
Well, you can't look at that. You've just got to deal with what's happening in here and this unique kind of situation.
Yeah, I really don't get the relationship at all. I don't, I don't.
Do you need to get it? Do any of us need to get it? No, it's not of our business at the end of the day. No, come on,
but no, this is what everyone said out there, and which I think is like one of the most ridiculous statements that anyone can say. Look where we are. Look where we are. Does anyone need to know what business is going on? We're in the flipping Big Brother house. The king of all, let's find out what's happening in the house.
Alright then, why do we need to know?
When they go in the diary room, what do you think the diary room's asking Josie and John James?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on with you? What's going on with you? I'm going to ask the exact same question, because as much as Big Brother wants to know, I personally want to know what the fuck's going on. The same as you can't fucking say anything, because when I got in this house, as soon as I got here, I questioned John James or Josie, and you were giving me high fives above the bed, saying we all wanted
Well,
to know.
no, I didn't want. No. Listen.
Two of you gave me
No,
high fives.
no, listen. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, right. I
because
gave
you want to know as much as
No.
I do.
Because you had the guts to stop pussyfooting about, and you just asked him direct questions, right? And I gave you high fives for them.
Yeah.
But me personally,
You would probably ask the question. I think you probably would ask the question if you wanted to know.
if I wanted to know, I would just directly. I'm not really, but I like the way that you just put it on him, and you just said you wanted to know, and you put it on him.
Exactly, I want to know.
Which
and
is fair
said
enough.
to me, why should you have to know? And I said, I just want to know.
No,
if
but
I ask you a question, you don't have to answer
No, but you've asked him, but now it's you going on. Do you get what I mean? It's not as though you've asked him and you've left it at that. You've took his answers, you've took her answers. You've moved on from there now to start talking about when they get outside of the house.
No, because I didn't bring up that conversation. That's a conversation that's happened. Josie walked in the conversation and she said, I wouldn't sell my story. And I didn't bring that up. I didn't bring up that conversation at all. But when she said, I wouldn't talk to the papers about what's happening, that's when I thought, I can't just sit here.
Yeah, because you think she would.
Because I think she definitely would want to tell the papers what's happened. Not for the money.
But just to get a thing out there.
Just to tell them. You know, I think it's...
At the end of the day, I've come in this house and I will see things, but I don't feel the need. That's why I gave you high five. Because I was happy that I sat there while you did. Because obviously I'm not blind, I can see what's going on around me, and I obviously speak to Josie as well. So when you were there and you was actually putting it on him and asking him the questions, I just thought, you know what, fair play to you. But there's a few that have
to know if it was out there though. I guess you'd probably, if someone else knew and they come up and told you, you'll be interested in it.
Because I talked to Josie, I have been like girly with her, like, oh, what's happening then and blah blah blah, and she'll say her piece. And that's enough for me. I didn't know how he was feeling. She's giving me her interpretation of what he thinks, but you were the one that actually cornered him and said, well, hold on a minute, you know, what is happening from your point of view? And I respected you for doing it. And I respected him for answering it as well. But you know you're doing a lot of stuff, not just because you want to know. You know you're doing it as a wind-up as well.
Yeah, I like to annoy people. Enough. People are too happy in this house. They are too happy in this house, and it's okay. I can have a laugh, and I will, you know, it.
But you like a bit.
It will be awkward for tonight, and it will probably be awkward for a bit tomorrow morning. But I know my personality, and I know it will kind of blow over, and everyone will get on again. They think now this is it. Like I'm going to be isolated from the house.
No, it won't. Of course you won't.
I know it won't be like that. I know it will blow over, but. They need to understand.
But you can't keep on.
I'm not doing it
systematically.
No, I'm not. Oh. That genuinely pissed me. I didn't. Right, I was in that stupid thing doing the fan thing. I didn't expect any of this to be happening. I walked out. I went in the bedroom and I saw her and John James on the bed, and I was like horn at them and that, and then I was like, just John James looks a bit pissed off actually. So I was like, so I gone outside, and when I gone outside, I went in the snug. There was Dave and Rachel in there, because I'd been in there obviously when it had all been brewing up, and I'd not been able to stretch.
So you said your bit and went off, and you didn't realise it was all on.
Yeah, and it had all been brewing up, and this was probably why it's escalated to such a big thing, because I hadn't been able to say at the beginning my opinion, stop it then. It's been brewing up and it's been playing on our minds whilst I'm in there, and I've walked out not realising, and I've just got it like fucking in the neck from 8 angles, but like, that's just what happened.
You love it anyway. You love it.
If that's what's going, you know, arguments are going to happen if people like, I don't know, you know, people in this house, because they want to consider everyone's feelings, but like, I do consider people's feelings, but I'm not gonna tiptoe around. If someone says something in front of me which I strongly disagree with,
No, but the thing about it is, it's not even necessarily that somebody's or saying or doing anything that you disagree with. You are instigating situations. You are creating these situations. So I can understand.
But I never saw.